Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the living room. Welcome to my living room. We're here for night 4, I think, in this 2-week stretch of streaming that I took on to give us some entertainment and some music to listen to and enjoy while we're here locked down. It seems utterly surreal at this point that we're still in this place and that it's actually gotten kind of bad. Today, I guess, we're getting some really unprecedented numbers, and anyway, just sending everybody a lot of strength and love and hope and peace, and hope that you are feeling okay, and that, just sending my prayers out to families who have, lost people in this. Again, it seems surreal. So I once again invite you into my world of music, where I delve into these tunes as a way to sort of channel my feelings and my emotions around a lot of things. And I found as I was preparing tonight, I was like thinking, oh my God, I'm doing a performance. I was getting nervous. I'm thinking, what am I going to wear? And I thought, I'm just going to wear like my flannel shirt and remind myself that this is just an experience that we're having together. And you get to see what I do in my room when I'm just sitting and playing music and, trying stuff out. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but I think it's all good. Because music has such an opportunity to touch us in ways that we can't really explain, and unless you try to hold on to that perfect ideal of what your music or music should be, the more it slips away. So I'm going to do a collection of probably some original songs and some tunes from a show that I recently performed and produced called To Dad With Love, about my father, but I'll tell you more about that. I'm just going to start, I think. I had a list and I'm getting rid of it. That's way too much agenda for this evening. I just want to flow through the evening like I've done for the past few evenings. So enjoy. Just call is a very old song of mine out of a record called Love Loud, and I haven't played it forever. These songs are like old friends that come up and sort of go, hey, how have you been? And I know, it's weird, but that's how I feel. They're like, God, they're filled with emotions of what was going on at the time. I think at that time, I'd had a really bad argument with a guy that I was seeing, and I think I was in Tokyo, and we were having the argument on the phone, and I had made the call. So I was really mad then, and then when I got the phone bill, I was like even madder, because calling from Tokyo 20 years ago was pretty expensive. All right, moving along. I think I'm going to play some stuff from a show that I did about my dad, who's Buddy Ebsen. Most of you probably know that, and the actor that played Jed Clampett on Beverly Hillbillies. And it's kind of special because I'm in the house that I grew up in with my family, and a lot of the references in that show to Dad Would Love, where I talk about the ranch and the horses, and it was right here. And this is where I learned to play the piano, and so there's a lot of emotions in this room, a lot of feelings, a lot of energy, and so I get really, I get bent up. Anyway, you'll love this song. It's the part of the show where I talk about my dad's involvement with the Wizard of Oz, and that he was the original Tin Man, but he got very sick from the makeup because they used aluminum powder instead of paste, and he inhaled it, and he got sick. It coated the inside of his lungs. He couldn't get oxygen into his blood. It was a whole fiasco, but I'm going to do more playing than storytelling, I think, and hopefully you'll get to see the show sometime. Anyway, this is called If I Only Had a Brain. So you may be wondering why I did If I Only Had a Brain instead of If I Only Had a Heart. It's because my dad was actually promised the role of the Scarecrow, and then he lost that to Ray Bolger, and they gave him the part of the Tin Man. So, you know, Hollywood, it kind of sucks sometimes, you know? You gotta do what you're told, at least back then, when you're a contract player for MGM. I'm gonna play a song actually that my dad wrote and I put in that show. It's really beautiful. Except every time I play it, there's some sort of, you know, catastrophe, which is perfect because we're in a pandemic. So what else could go wrong? Last time I played it was I think it was at Feinstein's and at Vitello's in Hollywood, North Hollywood, and there was a 7.2 earthquake. Right before I started, and it was the earthquake in Ridgecrest, and I didn't know. I thought, whoa, and I was like, ooh, very interesting. But the audience was so cool. They didn't leave. They got into the tables. They were nervous, but I talked them down. Anyway, it's a very beautiful song. Missing you when shadows fall. Missing you most of all. Remembering the magic of your lips, so tender. I was so grateful to lose that sweet. Missing you all day through. Everybody thought of you until you come back to me. Each evening I will be here, missing you. I'm missing you, my dear. Missing you all day through. Everybody thought of you until you come back to me. Each evening I will be here. I'm missing you. I'm missing you. I'm missing you. I'm missing you, my dear. Oh, Dad. I thought I had a little co-creation in there. Yeah, wow. So, I don't know what I'm going to do next. Let's see. Truly off the book, which is kind of fun and scary at the same time. All right, here we go. Also from the show. It's a beautiful song from Breakfast at Tiffany's, where my father played Audrey Hepburn's estranged husband who comes back in the middle of the show, and the middle of the movie, and tries to take her home. She's moved to New York City and fallen in love with George Peppard, but she's actually married to this character that my dad plays, this really kindly older veterinarian who's really in love with her, and she just breaks his heart and won't go back to Texas, to be his wife. And I was just about 5 or 6 years old when that was first on television, when I first saw it. And I didn't understand why my dad was so sad, and his blue eyes he was crying, and it just made me so sad to watch that movie. And then, of course, the end of the movie where the cat is thrown out into the alley, and then she wants the cat, she gets the cat driver to find the cat. I'm a wreck. Complete wreck. So I'm gonna play this song. Seems fitting that just put me in that mood again, but it's called Moon River, in case you haven't guessed. All right, well, I think I'm going to do something completely different. So, come over here.
Are you going to play the banjo?
Steve asked if I was going to play the banjo. No, I'm not.
That would be completely different.
That would be completely different. That would be a mood breaker. I'm going to try to play this without banging it against the piano. this is a song. This is my girl anthem. It's sort of a country girl anthem called Loudmouth Girl. I have no idea who the song's about. Well, that's not true. It's about my friends, about my girlfriend, about me. Loudmouth girl, let it out. Loudmouth girl, you better shout. We'll see the birds in the trees and all that's in between. I'm unlearned enough, I'm gonna get in touch till this will my dreams walking on air. And I'm not gonna care. I'm gonna make some noise, I swear. Because you can't hush me, I'm a loudmouth girl. Oh yeah, I'm a loudmouth girl. Oh yeah, loudmouth girls don't beat alpha. Loudmouth girls, you know you left your mouth full. Gonna dance out of the strings while I'm watching days go by. I'm losing control there, my soul. Through these wings tonight, I'm gonna sing about the let it go, about the past and let it go. Oh, let it go my own. Because you can't hush me, I'm a loudmouth girl. I'm a loudmouth girl. Oh yeah. There's no use stopping me now. I'm the voice up above the crowd. If they try to tell me to hush my mouth, I smile and get a little louder. Ooh, I'm a loudmouth girl. Loudmouth girl, let it out. You loudmouth girls, you better shout to the sea, birds in the trees and all that's in between. I'm gonna tell the world my dreams because you can't hush me, my loudmouth girl. Oh yeah, I'm a loudmouth girl. Oh yeah, I'm a loudmouth girl. Yeah, I'm a loudmouth girl. Oh, oh, and the crowd went crazy.
They loved it when we shot off the confetti.
Yes. All right. I feel better now. I think I needed that song. Whew. All right. Here we go. You guys doing okay? Out there? I love all these comments. I love connecting with you. It just gives me just great joy to read the comments after I'm done with these shows and, hear about, everybody in New York City and, I got Jeff in North Carolina? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to get it wrong. I have people from Texas and Colorado and Australia and Argentina and oh my God, it's the best. I mean, who knew that this really wacky world situation would somehow bring my experience, bring me closer, not only to my music, but just to what's important in my life. I mean, that's kind of the lesson. I think if you're really just sitting in your house and going, I gotta get out of here, there's gotta be something in there, something inside you can explore and that's worth being quiet for. Okay. I'm sorry, I said I wasn't gonna talk, didn't I? Oops. All right, here's a really old tune of mine, and I love it. Gosh, are we done already? That just flew by.
35 minutes later.
That flew by. Well, thank you.
So beautiful.
Thank you for letting me pour out my heart and my heart and soul, and it's so incredibly meaningful. It's such a gift that be able to play and have somebody listening, and even though I can't see you, I can feel you. And I know it's a really awesome opportunity to touch you all across the world while we, get through this thing, and we will. We'll get through this pandemic, and life will be better. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I wish upon a silver star and wake up where the clouds of fire behind me. The troubles move like lemon drops away above the chimney top stairs. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, oh why can't I? Happy